From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo. Police north of Toronto are investigating after an SUV crashed into a Richmond Hill daycare yesterday, killing a toddler and leaving 6 other children injured, one critically.
This is the worst day I've ever had in this position as mayor.
That was a feeling from Mayor David West in the immediate aftermath of the crash. However, like so many others, he too is waiting for answers.
We are a very safe community. We need to wait till we get to the bottom of what happened, and the York Regional Police will certainly be doing that.
The boy killed in the incident was just 18 months old. 3 staff members were also hurt. The driver, a man in his 70s, was arrested at the scene, and investigators said the crash does not appear to have been intentional. Rob Westgate, The Canadian Press.
The Richmond Hill tragedy brought back difficult memories yesterday for the mayor of Laval, Quebec, where a city bus drove into a daycare in 2023. That crash killed 2 children and injured 6 others. Stéphane Boyer says his thoughts are with all the children, families, and educators affected, along with the entire community of Richmond Hill. In the tragic roll call of violence in American public life, Charlie Kirk's name has joined the long list. The influential 31-year-old conservative commentator was slain yesterday during a big outdoor event on a college campus in Utah. He was sitting under a tent with a microphone and was debating how many transgender people commit mass gun violence. Then the shot rang out. Videos show a single gunshot hitting Kirk in the neck, then suddenly gushing blood as he reached up with his hands and fell over. Reporter Aaron Katursky says the shot was fired from afar.
This was not up close. The authorities said it appeared to have been from a longer distance and likely from one of the rooftops that surrounded the outdoor space where Kirk was speaking to a crowd of hundreds.
Police are working to find the shooter. Prime Minister Mark Carney said there is no justification for political violence and every act of it threatens democracy. Liberal MP Anthony Housefather calls Kirk's killing a tragedy, and he hopes people recognize the potential real-life consequences of targeted, hateful rhetoric. Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre says the attacker must be brought to justice and free speech must be upheld. Prime Minister Mark Carney is about to take the wraps off his government's list of candidates for major projects that could get fast-track approval in his push to spur investment and grow the economy. Support staff at Ontario's publicly funded colleges are on strike this morning as they failed to reach a new contract agreement before the midnight deadline. And there's word British Prime Minister Keir Starmer has just fired Britain's ambassador to the U.S., Peter Mandelson, over links with late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, Toronto Blue Jays manager John Schneider is sticking with his guy. Closer Jeff Hoffman gave up a homer in the top of the 9th inning last night that broke a fresh tie, and the Jays lost to the Houston Astros 3-2. Hoffman has given up 15 home runs this season, but Schneider said he's got good stuff, and I still trust him.
He's got 3 different weapons that are really good, and I think just trying to use them all appropriately is kind of where the damage has come a little bit.
Toronto will wrap up the series this afternoon. The Blue Jays still hold a 3-game lead atop the American League East as the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox each lost in their respective games last night. St. Louis Blues prospect Zach Dean has entered the NHL and NHL Players Association Player Assistance Program. The league and the union said yesterday Dean will be in the program for an indefinite period. The 22-year-old center was born in Grand Prairie, Alberta. He was a first-round draft pick by Vegas in 2021. From the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.